Hello. I just wanted to jump on here and talk about my day and some happenings around in life. So, yesterday I did something that I was scared of doing for a while, but it also felt very brave. I approached my boss and asked him if I could do part time. And I've never done that in a job before. He took it very well. He responded very supportively. Of course, he said he needed to check with HR and asked me if there's a deadline because, it might take some time for HR to come to a conclusion. He said no one's ever asked him that before, but he's going to see if it's possible. And in the meantime, he even offered me different solutions while we wait for HR's decision, such as allowing me to work any hours of the day. It doesn't have to be the regular 9 to 5. As long as the work gets done, he's cool with it. And I told him, even though I was requesting to work part time, that I'm confident that I would still be able to do all the tasks that was needed of me. And he was more, of course, worried about my well-being and stuff, and just approached it in a way that was very receptive and caring, which I really, really appreciate. And so, um, yeah, I did that. And that question is out there now. I've been thinking of lowering my full-time work hours for some time, um, and thoughts of like early retirement maybe as well. So I guess I'm going into a phase of maybe semi retirement now. I talked at length with my husband about this. We went through our finances hundreds of times, and we feel secure that it would be okay for me to lower my hours while he works full time, so we still get medical benefits as well. And if anything happens, if he ever loses his job, we make sure that we still have a buffer of like a year of emergency savings. And also, I would be willing to try to find more hours or work full time again if he were to ever lose his job. And so we came to that decision. And yeah, I can't believe I actually asked my boss that question. And I don't know what I was so scared of and afraid of. I think the past year or two, I've been dealing with a lot of just, I don't know if it's burnout or maybe some depression, just feeling in a funk. And I've talked to my therapist at length about it as well. And she even suggested, like, why don't you try part time? And I don't know why I was pushing against that in my own mind. I've always kind of been known to be a workaholic. And even through my own medical issues, my family's medical issues, it's sad to say, and I don't recommend anybody do this, but working out. Luckily, my work is in technology, so I could pretty much work from everywhere. But I'm almost made it a habit to work from hospitals, whether it was caretaking for loved ones or just like trying to lower the amount of days I was out of work for my own cancer treatments. And so work took a priority in my life ever since I started working from the age of 15, 16, and sometimes working multiple jobs at a time. And yeah, it was hard for me to take breaks. The only time I truly maybe asked for a break other than for vacation or maybe personal days here and there or like medical appointments was last year or a little bit before last year in December 2024. I asked to take off 1 month of work just for mental health and well-being. And my boss, it was a different boss at that time, he was very receptive to it as well. Got it approved easily through HR and stuff. But then shortly after that, I got laid off. I don't think my layoff was due to me asking for 1 month break. I think the layoff was just due to the cuts being done all around, and I just kind of got caught in the middle of it. So I think just a culmination of things over the past few years, especially, and I think like since 2020, I feel it and see it in many people's eyes. A lot of people are getting burnt out the past 5 years, and it's not just me. I think, yeah, it's just been a lot that's been happening for many people. And so I took a good hard look on my circumstances, and I think that at least lowering my hours would be really good for me right now. Now, I don't know if it will get approved. I try to look at my company policies, and they don't really have anything for part time that I've seen so far, but I know my company does value health and well being a lot. It's actually really amazing what they offer. Like today, it's a Friday, we get some Fridays off, which is really nice. And they hold like meditation classes that I've been taking as well, and well being classes, and allowing you to work from home when needed. I work hybrid right now, but they do allow a lot of things to help with well being. So we'll see what comes out of this request. I'll keep you guys posted if you're interested on this channel on how that goes with my career. So I think that I also wanted to keep good relations with my company. It is a company that is a dream for many to be into, so the name means a lot. And I kind of wrestled with the fact of like, well, if I'm feeling this burnt out, just uh, kind of in a rut so much, like how much does like the reputation at a company weigh versus your own mental and physical well-being and whatever is happening in your life. And so because I haven't even been in this job in a year, for a whole year, so I was really worried about like what that would look on me. And so I'm just so grateful that my immediate boss took it so well. And even if nothing comes out of it, I am just happy with his response as well. So we'll see what comes out of it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I took the first steps to start my early retirement journey, and just seeing if I could just try with lower hours and see how that goes with my well-being, mental well-being, and physical well-being. And speaking of physical well-being, I actually got to run to a workout class soon. It's the first workout class I've done in a while. I'm gonna start at OrangeTheory. I've heard good things about it. At first, I was like, is this another weird cult type workout place? Yeah, I had my judgments, but I've heard a lot of good things about it from people. And so I thought I'd try out my first class today. And I've been pretty sedentary, bed rotting a little bit more than maybe is good for me or anybody's body. So we'll see how it goes. They say they cater the class toward every skill level. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that does. And on the topic of working out, I just like realize I hate working out. I have no motivation to do stuff, and I realized motivation doesn't really do much for me. Necessity does more. So like I've been getting into this really unhealthy mindset. Like, well, if I don't need to get out of bed for anything, I'll just stay in bed. So I'm trying to break that cycle. And we'll see what this first class does. We'll see if I start a membership or buy more classes. I just got to get myself out and moving instead of staying in bed all day. And so, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, that's all I wanted to talk about for now. Hopefully, they approve my part time request. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.